Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to So Much to Talk About. This is episode number 106 of SMTA. My name is Nabaté Isles, and I have on the line my pleasure to present the new World Boxing Council Welterweight Champion of the World, Mr. André Berto on the line. This is his third time on the show, first time via phone. He's down in Atlanta, and I just want to thank him for spending some time to talk on SMTA. André, how are you, my friend?
Yo, everything's good. Everything's good. Just out here, just chilling, relaxing, taking some time off.
Oh, yes, indeed. Well-deserved time off, that's for sure. Well-deserved. And I wanted to, the first question, like on June 21st, that Saturday night when you won that title, and you were the main event on HBO's Boxing After Dark, talk about, like, was it you, the culmination of all that hard work? This was everything you envisioned, right?
Yeah, definitely everything I envisioned, man. It was a dream come true for me. I mean, just all the hard work, definitely paid off, and we did it in impressive fashion.
You've done so many great things in your young career, 22-0, 19 knockouts. What are things that you feel you need to work on to be, to be able to dominate the welterweight division the next couple of years?
I think just with everything, I want to just be a complete fighter. I mean, I think a lot of people, they just seen, bits and pieces of me. I can move around and box. They see I can stand and bang, but just sometimes, I stopped doing certain things. I want to be able just to throw a lot of jabs each fight, and continue going to the body each fight, move around, box, and get comfortable in there.
That's good that you have that desire, to continue to grow, because that's what makes great champions. I know your ultimate goal is to be inducted in Canastota, right?
What's that?
No, I know your ultimate goal is to be inducted in Canastota, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's
definitely. So, we're going to try to reach the top of that pound for pound list here soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely, most def. So what in your future, pretty much first about your future, before we go to your future plans, I want to talk about your family, talk about, how instrumental, especially with your father being involved in getting you and your brothers trained in mixed martial arts as well as boxing. Talk about how instrumental that was in your competitive nature.
I mean, it was tremendous for me. We had to work hard for it, and that's all that I knew. So it's basically naturally when I'm getting ready for a fight or any type of competition, I just work extremely hard for it, because that's the only thing I knew how to do.
And your dad's such a great guy too. I had the honor to meet him. Last time, when you fought in New York, I think it was the fight against it was the fight on HBO. Your HBO debut actually against Bravo, right? Nabaté Bravo, yeah. And being the champion, of course, people are calling you out and stuff like that. Have you got anybody calling you out? Any cats in particular?
I'm surprised. I really haven't had too many people calling me out, actually. I was surprised. I'm a new kid on the block, and everybody's looking for me to start, calling all these guys out, but I mean, I'm the type of guy, I don't really like to call out too many guys at all, man. I just rather just sit back and continue performing, because they're gonna have to see me anyway. So there's no reason, getting too crazy and calling these guys out.
Miguel Cotto, Antonio Margarito, July 23rd, which is going to be, July 26th, excuse me. That's going to be a mega fight. Tell me your thoughts on that, because I know you have, we talked about Margarito before. Do you think that he can kind of shake off being overrated?
I mean, we're going to have to see. He has a tough competition in front of him. Both of these guys have, really tough fights in front of them. And, it's really going to show, which one really, came out there to fight. I mean, Cotto, he's been dominating for so long, but now he has, a bigger, stronger, opponent in front of him. And, we'll see what he's going to be able to do with him.
Wow. What's your pick? What's your prediction?
I don't really have too much of a pick. I believe it can just go, two different ways. I believe Cotto is really going to, show his other side and not stand in front of Margarito and show everybody that he can box.
Cotto can box, and I mean, I couldn't believe how fast he was compared to Shane. I think, were you at that fight, the Shane Mosley-Cotto fight?
Yeah. Actually, I was.
I couldn't believe the speed. I was surprised Cotto was able to hang with Shane speed-wise.
Definitely, man. I was definitely surprised. I think Shane was surprised.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you know what? Cotto was shook, though, at the end of that fight, because you notice Cotto was running from him in the last two, three rounds.
He was. I mean, I was surprised that Shane, Shane backed him up as much as he did at that fight. I was surprised to see that.
And speaking of Shane Mosley, that's someone that would be an interesting matchup for you to face maybe at the end of the year. What do you think about that prospect?
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, like the name's been coming up, within our team. So we're gonna see what happens. As I can hear right now, I think he's pretty much lined up, to fight Margarito right now. To fight Mayorga right now at this point, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, wow. That'll be, you know what, Mayorga is very rugged, always rugged, but Shane should be able to box circles around him. Definitely.
Yeah, he should be able to.
Definitely. And I want to talk about some other prospects. What about the winner of Zab Judah, Joshua Clottey in August?
I think this is, realistically, I think it's going to be a really good showcase for Clottey. He's pretty much been in like the dark side of things for a while. And I think it's going to be a really, really good fight for him. I think he's going to get up for this fight.
As we all know, Clottey exposed Margarito. If it wasn't for his broken hands, he definitely would have exposed and knocked him out, I think.
Joshua Clottey, he's extremely talented. I think it's going to, I think he just needed opportunity, and I think this right here is the opportunity for him. He's been pretty much on the dark side of things for a while, so I think it's going to be a good opportunity for him.
Absolutely, and yeah, he should be able to take care of business. That's for sure. Another interesting person that maybe that you can end up fighting is definitely Luis Collazo. What do you talk about him? Because he's actually third. Now he's the #1 contender now for your title in the BC now since you took care of Miguel Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's what I hear. So I mean, I got a lot of different options out there. Collazo, he's definitely somebody that, his name has been coming up, like, within our team. I mean, he's tough. He's slick southpaw, and he gave, Ricky Hatton a hard time. He gave Shane a hard time. So, that'll be a real good fight for me, if it's something that, that really, really, comes about.
Joachim Alcine, WBA champion 154, and he's the first Haitian to win a world title, which I find that hard to believe. Like, talk about, like, that would be interesting fight if you were to move up to 154 to face him.
Yeah, it would be crazy. It would be crazy. I've been hearing about that. I've been hearing about him, actually for a while now. I heard that he won the title, but, right now I'm at 47. So, it's hard to, really try to, see that happening right now at this point. But, I don't know what the future holds.
Yeah, that would really be interesting. Wow. And wanted to ask you, too, you're making an ESPN2 appearance, right, on the first Friday in August, right?
Yeah.
Friday Night Fights? Okay, cool. Yep. In studio, right?
Yep.
So we got to definitely the audience has to check that out. First Friday in August, which should be, I think, August 1st, I believe. Yeah, August 1st. So check out André Berto on ESPN2. Tell the audience about your website coming up.
I've had a website. It's been pretty much in slow motion. But, I've been, reconstructing it and getting up with my team and, trying to put things together. And, hopefully it is up here in the next few weeks. It should be nice. I got a fan club that's built into the website. I'll be having merchandise to sell on the website. So so it's definitely going to be something that the fans can really, really get close to me on and really be able to respond on different things. I have a blog, ever on there also. So it should be a good good situation. AndreBerto.com. Coming soon. That's right, AndreBerto.com. Yes, indeed. And I want to say, Andre, I thank you for your time. Sorry for some of the sound difficulties here, and stuff like that. But I want to thank you for coming on, and you always welcome on So Much to Talk About. I remember you were one of my first guests back in August 2006. You came on again with Lou DiBella. I want to congratulate you. You deserve much more success, and definitely when you come to New York, you got to come back on, definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Thank you. You take care. Be blessed. All right, thanks, man. All right, bye-bye.